Hello, I'm Alice, and I'm going to talk to you about the grey water system that we have at our house, which we use to water the garden, especially the roses in the pots, but also the vegetables, the lawn and the other flowers. It's quite a simple system. We collect the water from the shower, which flows down from above, and it links in with a pipe here that collects the water from the washing machine and the dishwasher, and we collect it into this tank, which is 850 litres. And we find that as a two-person household, 2 showers, 1 load of washing on our washing machine and a dishwasher fills this tank, and we can then use this water for 1 good watering for about half an hour. The water that is collected in this tank is basically pumped out by our pump here to a tap. And it's just a normal electric pump which we switch on the tap, and it goes. And we have enough pressure that we can either use a handheld hose or attach it to my irrigation system or use a sprinkler. The main thing with grey water is that you should not store it for longer than 24 hours. So every day you need to be using that water, which in a drought is fine because one is basically keeping everything alive. The other aspect that is also important is that you must have an overflow attachment so that the water doesn't just run freely and pool, that it runs into this and can be diverted onto the garden or into the drain. This whole system costs between 7,000 and 10,000 rand. Obviously no one size fits all. It depends on your house, your plumbing and how you want to use it. But this kind of system basically is, I'd say, almost your entry level. You need a very good handyman stroke plumber who will come in and make sure that the outlet pipes or the inlet pipes from the machines are high enough and flow into your tank. And often that means you've got to submerge it, which this is by about 1/3. That's about the only complication. If you've got a good enough pump, you can then pump it virtually anywhere in the garden. So for 7,000 rand, you then can save on your water bills, and I've cut my water bills at least by a half. When I use rainwater, which I have as well, I cut the water bill from what is on average 1,500 a month to 200 a month. So it is really not only a good water saving thing, but it's a way of conserving the water that we have so that more people can use water. The final thing I need to say is that for your washing machine and your dishwasher and your shower, use eco-friendly products that are biodegradable, that don't have sodium or boron in them, because that is harmful for the garden. Also, what we do is in between grey waterings, we will use rainwater, or hopefully the rain comes, or municipal water, so that there isn't a build-up of residue. But it's a simple system, it's affordable, it's easy to install with a very good handyman or knowledgeable handyman, and then you have water that you can use every single day. Happy gardening! When you use grey water, it's very important that you use eco-friendly products, because the normal products that you use tend to have a lot of sodium, maybe a lot of boron, also chlorine, and none of that is good for the plants. The products that I recommend, that I've been using for a long time, are the Earth Sap range of products, and you get an automatic dishwasher gel, you get a laundry liquid, you also get the ProBac laundry liquid, and these are in price quite comparative to your normal detergents. You use them quite sparingly, and I've had no problems with cleaning. I also use the Earth Sap citrus dishwashing liquid for my normal dishes. That water doesn't go into the grey water system, but for me it's just part of making sure that what goes into the drains also is not harmful. When I shower, I use the Earth Sap shampoo, which is lavender, and I use a normal soap, a pure soap like Pears. So these are the products that we use. and I find that they are as effective as any other product, and they will not have quite the same residue. They're all biodegradable, and some of them also have, in this case, probiotics added to it to increase the degrading. The other product that I have is vinegar, and the vinegar I use, if the tank seems to be getting a bit smelly, I just put vinegar in there, and that helps. Now, with grey water, you should not ever store the water for longer than 24 hours. This tank sometimes gets hot sun on it, which is why when I start using it the next morning, it is a bit smelly. I found when I use vinegar, it takes that smell away. And this is really an important thing, that you must try and keep as much fats and oils away from your soil. So when I use the dishwasher, I rinse everything first in a basin of hot water to get rid of the fats and the greases. Then I put the dishes in the dishwasher, and in that way very little residue actually comes through. The final thing is that you must always remember is that you must have very good soil, because in the soil are so many microorganisms, and they will take up and they will process those residues that come through on your grey water. So the soil and you and your products work together, you'll have a lovely garden.